have always been a keen animal and bird lover, and after living for a very long time in many capital cities, as soon as we moved to United States, to a small lovely place, I have fallen in love with the wildlife here. And in no time, wildlife started populating our garden to a huge extent. The very first time I noticed some coyotes, they were walking late at night in front of the house on the pavement, and I saw there were two Dobermans, and I was looking for the owner. I couldn't see them. Then I realized, oh, wait a sec, I'm in the United States. These are coyotes, because you don't see them in the UK or in the rest of Europe. Then I noticed lots of raccoons, opossums and other animals, besides lots of birds coming, attracted to our waterfall and the water we started putting for them in the special places at the front and the back of the house. We purchased some fountains. However, what we inherited with the house was a high number of chipmunks. Why? Because they like hibernating during the winter, and then they wake up around February if it's warm, or normally in April. And because of our koi carp pond, clearly they came to the waterfall to drink the water. That is why so many animals and birds kept coming to the waterfall. Anything from owls, herons, and smaller birds or very big birds of prey. Many of our neighbors were complaining about the chipmunks and how they destroyed the pavement in front of their houses, or even the foundation of the house, because of the long burrows. They can be very long. And we thought, no, we are not going to poison our chipmunks because we love wildlife so much. Instead, we decided to buy some traps from Amazon. And the very first trap looks like this, was very cheap, just under $20, but very efficient. In the first week, we managed to catch around a dozen chipmunks. In the following months, altogether, we caught 30 chipmunks. And the very last one you'll see is a young chipmunk we caught right when the summer was starting. The principle is very simple. You have got three elements. The element in front of the door, which is connected to the element in V shape, which is connected to the element where you put it through the small end, which secures everything. That element is attached to a scale inside the trap where you put some food. Chipmunks like nuts, so you can put nuts, and if they step on it, the whole system shuts down the trap, so the door will be closed. This is a very simple but efficient system, and it's very important not to lose that V-shaped element. I lost it somehow when I got rid of one of the chipmunks in the nearby fields. We traveled some 5 miles outside the house in order to dispose of the chipmunks in nearby forests, and after 30 trips, trust me, it was a bit boring. So this is how you close the trap. So this is what a chipmunk will do. Will step on that balance and the front door will get closed. So this is how easily you can get rid of or lose that V element, and it's very important not to lose it because all the elements are connected. The wire has to have the right specificity, so it's important you do not lose any element. So because I lost the V element, Amazon kindly sent me the second trap. So I was fortunate because sometimes one day we were catching like 2 or 3 chipmunks. So in one trap would keep one chipmunk, and then would catch the second chipmunk in the second trap. And would dispose of them at the same time in a nearby forest some 5 miles away, because this chipmunk have got a very, very good memory. The downside is that you're not catching only chipmunks. You catch small birds. As a little sparrow got into the trap one day as I was looking at the trap. I couldn't believe you have got your seeds made. Why do you go for nuts? And this is the last chipmunk we got when I remembered I should film this just to show us proof. And however cute they are not to be confused with squirrels. Squirrels are much bigger. We caught even a squirrel, so I got rid of it straight away in our garden because we had some 10 squirrels passing, as I saw on one video once, and one day I'm going to upload the video with all the wildlife in our garden. We also caught a dormouse because I have gotten about the trap. I left it during the night, and this is how the poor guy ended up in the trap. Dormouse. He is so cute, very, very tiny with big eyes, big ears, not to be confused with the house mice. So this is a very humane trap. I highly recommend for you to get. Works perfectly. Clearly, when you are going to receive it, make sure that all the elements work properly. And as I said, I highly recommend it. It's a very humane way to catch little animals like chipmunks, dormouse, or any other little animals you want to get rid of, and then dispose of them several miles away from your house, ideally in a forest or natural reserves. And this is wildlife we used to have around the house. Anything from red cardinals to blue jays to all kind of birds, finches, golden finches, as you can see there, naughty squirrels eating peanuts, jumping on the shepherd's hook with food destined for all kind of birds. So we had starlings and anything else migrating, never mind rabbits in the garden and herons trying to eat the fish, the koi carp in our koi carp pond, and the golden fish in the pond. However, the pond was covered in a net, with a net, and you might have seen that video. I highly recommend to check the video if you want to learn how to take care of your koi carp pond and your fish. We also had owls passing, and clearly they were coming at night trying to, maybe they were smelling the fish, or we even saw big birds of prey trying to catch these little birds eating happily. Summer or winter, whether it was snowing heavily or it was very, very hot, this area was always packed with birds and little animals. And at night we used to have lots of raccoons and lots of opossums and birds coming to bathe, whether winter or summer. In winter time would put warm water in their baths, in summertime would put cool water, because some of them didn't prefer the waterfall. We had 2 waterfalls, so they prefer this kind of water, especially in winter time when it was very cold out there, and they would like to drink warmer water or bathe in warmer water. So there you have it, a little piece of heaven. As ever, I hope all this was of help. I hope all these images here and the videos help you in understanding nature and respect it more. I love everything, and try to help these little animals when it's very cold in winter time or when it's very hot. They all need our help. Thank you for watching.